June 24th, 2010, Court 18, Wimbledon. Nicolas Mahut steps up to serve. Across the net, John Isner waits, 1 point away from ending a match that defies logic. This isn't a championship match. It's not even a quarterfinal. This is the first round. And the score? 6-4, 3-6, 6-7, 7-6, 69, and 68. To make sense of how a tennis set can stretch to 137 games, we need to rewind far back. Let's start here. A scoreline of 69 and 68 isn't just rare, it's absurd. That's more games than Federer played in his entire first 4 rounds of the previous Wimbledon combined. But those numbers aren't just a tennis oddity, they represent something more grueling: time. This final set alone had passed the 8-hour mark, the match over 11 hours. And it wasn't even over yet. The first 2 sets, played 2 days earlier, were relatively normal. Back then, they still featured something almost forgotten since: a break of serve. That's when a player wins a game on their opponent's serve, one of the rarest and most impactful feats in modern men's tennis. Because at this level, holding serve is practically automatic. Both Isner and Mahut fit this mold. Massive servers, minimal breaks. If they're serving, they're winning. If they're returning, not so much. But their journeys to this marathon couldn't be more different. Mahut, a journeyman, ranked outside the top 150, no ATP singles titles. He barely squeaked into the tournament through qualifiers. Still, he had Wimbledon history. Boys champion in 2000, a respectable third-round showing in 2006, where he even pushed Federer. Doubles? That's where Mahut shines. His serve and volley game is built for it. Isner, on the other hand, was on the rise. Earlier that year, he'd won his first ATP title in Auckland. He'd knocked off names like Gael Monfils and Andy Roddick in slams. And with his 6'10" frame and thunderous serve, he was second in the world in aces per match the year before. But that same size also limits his return game. So when 2 big men meet on a fast surface like grass, you get a server standoff. Each broke once in the first 2 sets. Then, nothing. Sets 3 and 4 ended in tiebreaks. Mahut took one, 9-7. Isner grabbed the other, 7-3. Quick explainer. Tiebreaks come into play at 6-6 to prevent sets from dragging on forever. They're mini games to 7 points, win by 2, and were introduced to solve the exact kind of chaos unfolding now. Before tiebreaks, sets could last forever. Like in 1969, when Pancho Gonzalez beat Charlie Pasarell in 5 wild sets: 22-24, 1-6, 16-14, 6-3, 11-9. 5 hours, 2 days. And that was normal back then. The chaos sparked a change. Jimmy Van Allen, a wealthy tennis reformer, introduced a new scoring system. Most of it didn't stick, except the tiebreak. The US Open adopted it first in 1970. Other Grand Slams followed,
which brings us back here. No fifth set tiebreak. Just game after game after game. The first 4 sets took 3 hours.
Officials stopped the match at 59-59 on day 2, due to darkness. By then, it wasn't just a match. It was a phenomenon. The scoreboard froze at 47 all. Players started cracking jokes about it. Andy Roddick brought snacks to Isner. Roger Federer wasn't sure whether to laugh or cry. Neither player could break serve. But it wasn't for lack of trying. At 10-9, Mahut double-faulted twice. Isner had a match point. Mahut fired back with an ace. At 33-32, Isner had 2 match points. Mahut, ice cold again. Big serve, easy volley, hold. At the end of day 2, Mahut gave Isner one more chance. Double faulting again. And yet again, he survived. This wasn't even his first marathon of the month. He'd won a 46-game final set in qualifiers. Over and over, Mahut found ways to survive. And Wimbledon's traditional rules rewarded him each time, with more tennis. This wouldn't end until someone did the unthinkable: break the other's serve. Something neither had done in 168 consecutive games. Otherwise, this would continue forever, an infinite loop of aces, grunts, and cheers. Now, on day 3, it's match point again. John Isner has the chance to finish the longest match in tennis history. Or Mahut could extend it one more time. Welcome to history.
Isner wins 3 sets to 2, 6-4, 3-6, 7-6, 6-7, 7-68.
Oh, and in 2011, they played again in round 1. This time, Isner won in straight sets. Because, let's be honest, rematches never quite hit the same. Check out our other videos for more iconic tennis stories. And thanks for watching.